Hello everyone. In the previous videos, we discussed about national emergency and state emergency. In this video, we will be discussing the third type, which is financial emergency. So, Article 360 of our Constitution empowers the President to invoke financial emergency. So, it is the Article 360 of our Constitution under which the President can invoke financial emergency. It has never been invoked till date. So, national emergency has been invoked a lot of times, and state emergency also has been invoked a lot of times. But financial emergency is the one which has never been invoked till date. Now, what does Article 360 state? This article, it says that it empowers the president to proclaim financial emergency if he is satisfied that a situation has arose due to which the financial stability or credit of India or any part of its territory is threatened. So the president is authorized under Article 360 to proclaim financial emergency if he is satisfied that the financial stability of India or any part of India is threatened. Then he can declare financial emergency. So if the financial stability is threatened, on that ground financial emergency can be proclaimed. Now, approval and duration. So once then the financial emergency is proclaimed by the president, it has to be approved by both the houses of the parliament within 2 months. And in case during the approval period the Lok Sabha is dissolved, then in that case, once the Lok Sabha gets reconstituted, then within 30 days, when its first sitting takes place, within those 30 days, it has to approve the financial emergency. But in the meantime, the Rajya Sabha will have to approve it. Once approved by both the houses of the parliament, the financial emergency continues indefinitely till it is revoked. So, in case of national emergency and state emergency, periodic review is required. That means, in case of those two emergencies, once the approval is given by both the houses of the parliament, then the approval is for 6 months. Then after 6 months we have to get the approval again. That means periodic review is required. But in case of financial emergency, no such procedure is required to be followed, and the approval is required only once. So once both the houses of the parliament they approve the proclamation of financial emergency, then within that one approval it can continue for an indefinite period. Next is revocation. A proclamation of financial emergency may be revoked by the president at any time by a subsequent proclamation. Such a proclamation does not require parliamentary approval. So, in case of revocation, no parliamentary approval is required, and it is up to the president if he thinks he can revoke financial emergency. If he is satisfied, so it is up to him, he can revoke financial emergency by a subsequent proclamation. Now, what are the effects of a financial emergency? The executive authority of the center extends to directing any state to observe such canons of financial propriety as are specified by it. So basically, when financial emergency is imposed, then the center it can give specific directions to the states, or specific rules are to be followed by the states as are directed to them by the central government. Such directions as the president may deem necessary and adequate for the purpose. Next is, any such direction may include a provision requiring the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of persons serving in the state. So the directions that the central government will be giving, those directions can include the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of persons serving in the state, and the reservation of all money bills or other financial bills for the consideration of the president after they are passed by the legislature of the state. So the central government, they can direct the state governments regarding reduction of salaries and allowances. They can even direct the state governments to reserve the financial bills or the money bills for the consideration of the president. Next is, it shall be competent for the president to issue directions for the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of persons serving in connection with the affairs of union, including the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts. So in the above point, we talked about reduction of salaries. So this reduction of salaries can be done even of the judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts, or and of any class of persons serving in connection with the affairs of the union. So this was all about financial emergency. Thank you.